Alrighty everybody, thank you for joining me on our next little adventure. You may kind of notice I got some sort of backpack on and I'm walking through the woods and making a lot of noise, so I'm probably not hunting, not fishing. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Okay, it's a lot different, but that's not what matters. What matters is that this gets done before it gets dark, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be spending a cold, chilly night on the, what do you want to call it? The forest floor. That's what we're going to call it. So the plan is I'm going to make my own shelter and I'm going to sleep out here on the floor, get a fire going. You know, it should be pretty cool. Right now I just got to figure out where I'm going to set up, get all my stuff. But I mean, you can tell there's sticks for days all over here. So we're going to be making a lean-to shelter. I'm going to have a fire pit. So it's going to be pretty wild out here. Hopefully no coyotes or monkeys or tree squirrels. I guess most. Anyways, let's get after this. Alrighty, so we got the old pack here, and I'll tell you what, this thing is absolutely loaded with stuff that I'm going to be using for tonight. I got my sleeping bag, toilet paper, I've got food, I've got fire starter, I've got purifiers for water, I got pots, I got pans. As you may have been able to tell, I never said tent. Well, that's because we're making our own shelter. It's going to be a little bit tricky. We've got only a few hours to make this bad boy, and I got to figure out the prime location. So, we better get to it because we got a lot of ground to cover, figure out where I'm going to do this. The lake's back over here, okay? That'd be a pretty good spot, so I don't have to walk a mile to get my water for my pasta. But I don't know, where I'm at right now is looking pretty good, except for all the rocks on the ground. We can get a bunch of leaves, pile them up over here, we'd be solid. Okay, so I've been walking around, and this looks pretty good. I mean, look at this. I've got a little spot where I can put my main beam in, and it's facing the perfect way. It's facing that way. It's going to protect me for the wind. I mean, that's sturdy. That's not going anywhere. So, that's good. Now we just got to get the rest of the parts, and we got to kind of clear this up a little bit. I mean, we got branches, and so we got to get that taken care of. And this tree right here, we may have to do something about that. So, one important factor is making sure your logs are nice and steady. Okay, steady's not the word. Alive and heavy. Whew. Oh yeah, that's good. That's real good. Oh yeah, look at this, boys. That is gonna be a nice frame. So the next step is getting logs to lay against this side, so they're gonna be going that way. West winds coming this way, hitting the logs and going over. So that's our next step. And for that, you really don't need big, heavy logs that are alive. They can be dead because you're not putting a whole lot of weight on them. Hey, simmer down. Alrighty, so we got the first little layer of our shelter done here. We got all the sticks put on, so that's going good. Now, our second step here is to get some leaves and stack up on here. So that's going to be another little buffer for this west wind. So that was the outside. Now here's the inside. This is what we're going to be sleeping in. I mean, look at that. That's pretty snuggalicious. Hopefully this bad boy doesn't fall on me in the middle of the night. That'd be a little bit of a rude awakening. Wow, that did a whole lot of nothing. Alright, so if you want to make this process go a little bit quicker, a little bit simpler, take some twigs, and on these bigger, longer sticks, just set it on top of there, so those leaves don't fall straight through your shelter onto where you're going to be sleeping. It'll stay up on top of these big old humongo sticks. Alright, so we're almost done with this bad boy. The last step is to get you some sticks and throw it on here, because if a tornado comes through here, it's going to wipe all the leaves off your shelter and you're going to be cold during the night. They ain't got to be big, they ain't got to be strong. Heck, they could be dead. It doesn't really matter. As long as it holds on the leaves and you're going to be solid, just like your fort is. Hopefully. What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a little preview of my house. Let's do this. So right now, obviously, I'm in the bed, the master bedroom, and on to the next room right behind me. So we got our little path. Come around right here. Nice little Christmas tree. And you walk on down. Boom, the outside of your house. Nice lean-to, cedar sticks, all that good jazz. Keep on coming around. And boom, would you look at that, you got a nice little fireplace. This is the living room, the kitchen, the hangout area, all that good jazz. So we got firewood, we got our fireplace built, we got a path built, and most importantly, I got my shelter done. We're gonna come back in probably 15-30 minutes, who knows, when it gets dark. Maybe cook up some s'mores, some pasta, you know, the goods. Then we're gonna spend a night in the shelter. Hopefully that goes pretty smoothly. It's only supposed to get down to 10 degrees, so that's not too bad. This shelter should keep up with that. I got a decent sleeping bag, and the old pooch is going to be with me. You've seen her before, so if there's any coyotes, raccoons, possums, she'll tear them up. So we're going to wait till it gets dark, and I'll see you in a few. That thing smells like lighter fluid, pretty strong.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
There you go. When in Rome, and you got the goods.
That was definitely a coyote.
How much is swollen?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Look how big that.
Alrighty boys, here's the scoop. It's about 9:30. As you can tell, it's pretty dark. About that time, we got our fire going, making some good old s'mores, and they look good. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. We've been hearing some coyotes out here, some bobcats, foxes. We saw something. We're not too sure what it is. You never know. It may have been a chupacabra. Gonna finish off these s'mores, let the fire die down, and we're gonna hit the hay. I'm feeling good about the shelter. I think it's gonna keep me warm and protected. Even though it's a little bit sketchy, I'm sleeping on the ground with the possible chance of getting attacked by some wild coons. I'm ready to get after it, because tomorrow morning, we're about to slay some gray squirrels. I'll see you folks in the morning. Oh, alright everybody. It was a very interesting night. As you can see, I mean, it's really comfortable, like, except for I'm on a slope and it slides. Other than that, it's actually not bad. Temperature was good. I think the lowest point was probably 35, so it really wasn't that cold. The shelter, okay, I mean, it held up. The worst part about it was, I mean, there's leaves falling everywhere on you, but it's not like a torrential downpour of leaves. It's just every now and then you get a little like that. So it wasn't all that terrible. It's actually pretty nice. The thing that absolutely sucked was I brought my dog out here, okay? And there'd be a little coon or a possum or heck, what's that one thing? A possum? No, armadillo. That's the one I'm looking for. Armadillo. They'd be walking and on point, and take off after it. I'm like, what in the world's going on, bud? And this thing is just hightailing towards that thing, so I'd have to run out there and go get her and all this stuff, and I ended up sending her back up to the house and finish my night out here. So, let me give you a little preview of what my night looked like. So this is where my head was. My feet go down here, okay? All this is pretty nice. I got my sleeping bag, and then I have one of these little things you put in your windshield, you know, to keep your car warm. All that, you know. And then a mattress, of course, a pillow, and that's where my dog was, okay? So we got some foot protection if an armadillo wanted to come in. He's going to have to work for it. You know, there's a pretty solid shelter, to be honest with you. So that's really what that looks like. And then you got a little path. Okay, you come around here. Keep on trotting, and it starts coming over here. Leads to the outside of our shelter, okay? Pretty darn snazzy. So, hey. Boom! And you're the reason I didn't get any danged old sleep. But when we walked in here, we did end up spooking a whitetail. Not sure if it was a buck or not. And like a bobcat maybe. A bobcat or fox. We're not too sure what it was. It wasn't a coyote. But if you keep walking on this trail, kind of come into our camp area. I've got my hunting gear set up because I've been trying to kill some squirrels. Once again, sabotaged by the pooch. So I was thinking about making breakfast, you know, doing some dope edits on here, talking a little bit, jabbering, you know, all that good jazz. But instead, I just thought, I'm just gonna go out there and kill my breakfast with this bad boy right here. Thank you guys for watching. Drop me a comment, the craziest thing that you've heard or saw while camping out in the wilderness. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and take those little thumbs and smash that subscribe button. Feel free to watch my previous videos, and until then, White Lightning out.